Hi, welcome to Control Talk now for the week ending September 6th, 2015. To many of you, you're right before Labor Day, and I am joined by the man, the myth, the legend, the one, the only, Kenny Smyers, who's not in Pittsburgh anymore. Kenny, welcome to the show, Big Dog.
Thank you very much, Eric. It's great to be back, as always. And, yep, I'm not in Kansas, as you say. I'm up actually in New York City. I had a business trip here, and I got to see some things about water filters on skids and some neat applications like that. And actually interviewed one of our candidates for Young Gun Awards.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, I tell you what, I know you're in New York City. You're backdrop, lots of noises there. It is Labor Day, so we're going to have just a short and sweet show. I think the main thing we want to do, Kenny, was just wish all of our listeners and everyone in the Control Trends community a very, very, very happy Labor Day.
Oh, yeah, super weekend. The weather here on the East Coast is just extraordinary. I think it's about 90 degrees already in New York. It's going up, I'm sorry, 80 degrees. It's going up to like 84, 85. So I don't know where everybody's at, but I hope they're having a wonderful day and enjoying it because these are the last few sweet days of summer.
No, they really are. They really are. Well, I'll tell you what, Kenny, two things I wanted to hit upon. We do have a guest this week, our friend SK Fu. We'll bring him on in just a minute. But to me, Kenny, probably the most important thing posted on Control Trends last week, we posted it yesterday, or excuse me, on Friday, was the Siemens special promotion on their thermostat. And, it's a promotion that Siemens doing with Controls Group North America, which is, we think, the greatest distributors on the planet, all through North America, including Canada and Mexico. Tell us a little bit about the RDY thermostat, Kenny, because that is just an unbelievably good stat, huh?
Well, sure. The CTA Specials called Come Fly With Us, and it's for all the CTA distributors throughout the country, 43 distributors at large. The RDY 2000, I call it the Ready Stat, because it's probably one of the most ready commercial thermostats on the market. It can handle any application. It has a lot of on-board smart features. It's not workable as of yet, but we know that the roadmap for early first quarter 2015 is probably going to show back that integration capabilities so you can network these thermostats. But all in all, it's probably one of the most formidable, low-cost, high-featured thermostats on the market. So we highly recommend that the Control Trends community hit those hot buttons, get the opportunity to see Josh and his cool little promo feature, and also the data sets, the feature data set of the RDY 2000 can compete with anybody's commercial thermostat out there. So
yeah, absolutely right, Kenny. I think it does. So a couple of things with that. First of all, it's not that the RDY is not BACnet compatible or communicating yet. It's just non-hackable right now, right? It's a non-hackable stat with all the talk we have about cybersecurity. But the promotion real quick kind of works like this. If you go to any one of your CGNA distributors, you walk in, you tell them Josh sent you, and tell me you want to try an RDY 2000 thermostat, they will give you the stat, and at the same time you'll get a $25 gift card that you can use anywhere you want to. And that'll go up to $250 per contractor or per individual. So that basically means you buy, you buy 10 stats, you get $250. They also have a kit, Kenny, which is a $50 card, right? And the kit would include things like humidity sensors, discharge sensors, things like that. So the kits are really cool as well. And for that, you get a $50 gift card. Here again, maximum any one person can get is $250. So you just walk into your distributor, they give you the stat, say the stat, they'll get you the card about a week or two. So that's phase one of the promotion. Phase two, which is really cool, and this is using social media, which I think is a great thing, and Control Trends is sponsoring this, is after you install your thermostat, take a look at how happy your customer looks with this really elegant-looking stat with all this flexibility at a really great price point. You pull out your smartphone, you shoot a little video showing the application and maybe a quote from your customer. You submit that to controltrends@gmail.com, and we're going to collect those. We'll air them. We'll put them out on Control Trends. So it's a great way if you're an integrator or a contractor to get some free publicity. And then Siemens will select the winner by December the 14th, and the winner will get a $750 voucher to go anywhere in the country they want to. How cool is that?
It's real cool. Like you said, or Josh says in the video, a great promotion followed by a great second phase, which would be winning. The winner gets $750 to fly anywhere they want in the United States. And that thermostat, again, it has the onboard humidity sensor, but your supply temperature, your return air temperature, you can bring your CO2, so you can do demand control ventilation. so you can take that CO2 input and work the economizer too. So great feature set on a great thermostat that's looking to get better.
Right, and then you just quick down there, and Kenny actually interviewed Bob Byron, the product manager of the RDY 2000, so that gives you a great overview of what the product's like. There's also a link where you can sign up, because Bob Byron's going to start doing some very sort of short and sweet application videos, very specific how to set it up, walk you through all the buttons. So those will be coming out, so you can sign up to get a free update with that. And Kenny, I don't know about you, but I'm so excited about this promotion. What do you say that for that video winner, we throw in 2 free tickets to the Control Trends Awards, and we can use your $750 voucher to come to Orlando for the 2015 Control Trends Awards in January if you want to. You good with that?
I'm good with that. And while you're there, you can go to the HR show.
Yeah, that's right, the HR show for sure. Yeah. And speaking of HR, and our good friend Ken Sinclair, his September issue of AutomatedBuildings.com is out, so be sure to check that out as well. I think Ken's going to come on next week, and we're going to try and get him on to talk about the September issue, but that's one of the places the man, the myth, and legend and I go to keep informed on what's going on.
We sure do. We're going to cover that very cursory overview of the September theme, which is our second post. Why don't we get on our first post, which is the Niagara 4 is here. I mean, Tritium made a formal announcement. This is a game changer. This is a big industry event. Tritium announced officially that Niagara 4 is here. The next generation IoT framework is now available. The price sheets are coming out, or they're out already, but they go into effect September 11th, which is this week. So I got to tell you, it's a big week in the Niagara community world. Just a short overview. Tritium's really happy because this is the first major innovation release since 10 years. Niagara has much more power and potential. Niagara 4 builds on the legacies of the Niagara framework in many new and groundbreaking ways. It's designed to help businesses take full advantage of the Internet of Things. Some of the most exciting advancements include the modern user interface and design language, HTML5, powerful and easy to use security features, and seamless conversions from the Niagara AX. So you've got to get a hold of your Tritium Niagara community partner, whether it's your distributor or your OEM, and talk about getting a hold of Niagara 4 and getting some of that bridge training started, because there will be certification requirements. You will have to go through a computer-based remote training module that will bring you from AX to Niagara 4.
Well, Kenny, what is it that the one thing that all great techs have in common? And you know them and I know them. Like the great technical people, not the salespeople, the people that actually make it work. What's one thing they all have in common?
They're all smarter than me?
Well, smarter than me too, but besides that, I mean, I think they're all no BS people, right? I mean,
sure.
Have you ever known a tech person that candy coats anything or looks to frame something in the best frame possible? They're not wired that way. They're wired to fix stuff and break stuff, sure. And, just the facts, man, the Joe Friday type thing. I got to tell you something. Our tech team, a couple of things we talked about a couple of weeks on the show. They did a beta site on Niagara 4, went off without a hitch. They loved it. Was talking to them this week. They were going through the online training, the bridge training. I thought it was great. No problems. It was informative. It was easy to work with. And again, I can only repeat this because it's accurate. And I was a bit surprised. I was really looking for, okay, so what's wrong with it? But they seem to be very, very pleased with it. So I think Niagara's really got it dialed in, and congratulations to Tritium. I think they're on the right path. I mean, there's a lot of consternation and worry about how this was all going to work, but sure seems like it's working fine, huh?
Well, I think you always meet certain resistances when you change people's sweet spots and you make them move forward into the next islands of technology. And you need to move forward, because if you don't, you're going to get stranded. You're going to find yourself it's like Microsoft took you from 2000 XP on and on, and now they're giving away Windows 10 now. I don't know if you all are big Windows users, but for instance, I have on my computer signed up for the free version of Windows 10 because you just can't wait. If you're going to keep patching those security updates and get the latest Adobes, and everybody keeps moving things forward, and fortunately for us, that Niagara community, Tritium's doing the same thing. So we're going to have the best safety features. We're going to have to counter all the growing cyber security threats, whatever. Fortunately, our vendors are moving us forward. So get on board. It's time well spent, and it's money well spent. It's great investment, and it's the future.
Well, good stuff. And speaking of great investments, special thanks again to Tritium. They came on, Ed Merwin and the team came on as platinum sponsors for the 2015 Control Trends Awards. Excuse me, as well as Troy Rickard with Honeywell. And this week, Bill Duckelberger, Blue Ridge Technologies, BlueRidgeTechnologies.com, the lighting system that works so well. came on as a platinum sponsor as well. So Kenny and I are getting keyed up. As you know, when we make investment decisions on the Control Trends Awards, we pick a great venue, we pick great food, and then we invest a lot of money in trying to find really attractive models. So thanks to Bill Duckelberger and some others that are sort of on the bubble. I think the quality of the hostesses is going to go up this year. What do you think, Kenny?
Well, Eric, that's probably that's the icing on the cake. The cake is the big investment we make, and that's to bring 300, 400 people, probably the prime movers in the industry, whether they're the contractors, the integrators, the users, the vendors, the systems integrators that produce third-party products, the great dashboard people, the great graphics people, the great energy evaluations and aggregator people, all in the same environment, enjoying the Hollywoodish style of the HVAC. And we want to also thank Sarah Monteleone of Connect Air.
Oh, that's right, Sarah, sweet Sarah.
And Albert from BASSG also came on the sponsors. So thank you very much.
We got a list, and we're going to make sure we acknowledge our sponsors as we get closer and closer to the awards. And Kenny, speaking of that, we're getting close to the nomination period, so look for your nomination ballots to come out. There'll be a link on the Control Trends website, so if you're not on our mailing list, you can just click that and do your nomination. So those will be coming out soon. And Kenny, I tell you what, I think it's as good a time as any. Why don't we bring our first guest on, and our only guest this week, our friend SK Fu from EasyIO. Speaking of the Control Trends Awards, they've done quite well. So would you like to introduce SK real quick?
I'd love to. SK is probably the sharpest knife in the drawer, and in true EasyIO fashion, he's a globetrotter. He's going to tell us where he's been and where he's going to, but we were fortunate to have SK Fu in Pittsburgh for some refresher training on his way to Seattle. So SK Fu, welcome to the show.
Hey, welcome to the show, SK. Great to have you.
Thank you, Eric and Ken. I'm a big fan of Control Trends, thank you for inviting me for this show.
All right, SK, tell us about, I kind of know it, but share with our community, Control Trends community, some of the actual pins on the globe. I know you were at New York City. I know you were at Belimo doing the MP Gateway. I know you're off to Seattle and then Australia. Tell us what you're up to.
Yeah, it's okay. I've been traveling from Malaysia, through New York, and then had a few trainings there. Drove up to Danbury, the Belimo, visiting the Belimo factory. Okay, that's something we are discussing or something with Belimo. And then travel to Pittsburgh, like 1 day course, refreshing course here. And next, right now, as you can see here at the back of my background is the airport, and I'm flying out to Seattle right now for 2 nights, and then I'll be flying to Sydney, Australia for another week.
Super. Very, very, very cool, SK. Well, as we mentioned earlier, the FG32, aka the Beast from the East, has won at all 3 Control Trends Awards in terms of the Plant Controller of the Year or the BAS Controller of the Year. You guys got the FG Plus coming out. Tell us a little bit about the FG Plus. That's going to just break the barriers down, huh?
Okay, the FG32 Plus is actually one step higher, from what we have right now, the FG. We are doubling processing speed to give you guys more features, all right? At the moment, we have BACnet the client and the server. So we hope that with the FG32 Plus, by end of the year, we are giving you more BACnet features. All right, we are doing BACnet schedule for you guys. We are giving you BACnet histories, and yeah, wait for it.
Alrighty, SK, that's good stuff. I know your wife and family have to endure hardships there, but I'll tell you, that's part of the reason why EasyIO is doing so well. And speaking of global, while you come back, you were here in the States, Mike was back in Malaysia, so you guys cover your 24-hour cycle quite well. But then coming up later on this month, there's the EasyIO Global Conference in Paris, France. Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh yes, okay. So since I'm here, I'll be flying back to Malaysia, and Mike and Lim will be flying over to Paris. So eventually, I'm not going to be there for this year's conference. It will be a great show over there. Okay, we have a lot of interesting new features for you from CPT. We'll be having a show for you guys. We have a new hardware which is called the MP Bus Gateway. Yep, wait for it. It'll be a great show for you guys.
Super. Yeah, I tell you what, we can't wait to be there. As you know, Kenny and I went last year, and wow, that's probably one of the greatest events I've been to. You guys do things top hat, so we're really looking forward to that. We're going to be introducing a lot of things, but tell us about the MP Gateway and the MP Pro, please.
Okay. The MP Bus is actually a new hardware. You know, it's a MP Bus Gateway, so it allows you guys to integrate to their proprietary protocol, which is the MP Bus. You know, and we are giving you like four MP Bus connection, okay, to this gateway, and this gateway will be connecting to the FG, and you grab all whatever points the MP Bus providing you. That's great. It's a very great protocol, a gateway. Wait for it.
Well, very cool, SK.
Oh, I can't wait to see what's going on with this MP Bus and this MP Gateway. But I got a feeling that there's some new technology going to leap forward here in 2016. It's going to be, again, EZIO is a game-changing, innovative line that's moving as fast. It has the benefit of a small manufacturer that can take advantage of new technologies and put them to work quickly to solve more or to provide more solutions and applications.
I guess so. We just going to get Mad Mike to do his Control BAS Pub Talk, man. I'm
Mike,
missing those episodes, huh?
Yeah, Mike, you're overdue by a week.
Yeah. Cool. All right, SK, thanks so much, buddy.
Thank you, Eric.
All right, next up we have Ken St. Clair. Now, this is just going to touch this because, like you say, we have Ken coming on next week, and we don't take all the thunder and charge out of it, but we do want to mention to our Control Trends community that the primary theme of Automated Buildings September edition was change evolves from the possible. And Ken's using some of these, I don't say literary cues or whatever, but he makes you think. He thinks right in the title that there's something going on, but Ken is soliciting support for the 17th season of education sessions at the AHR 2016 Expo in Orlando. And right after the Control Trends Awards, we know that Monday morning the AHR show starts, and it's going to be just knock your socks off. Great location. Finally get ourselves some warm weather, a respite from the cold weather in the northern tiers in the center. Where the old people from Chicago and North Dakota and Minnesota get a chance to fly south finally with the geese and have some nice weather and enjoy a very important business connection. But Ken, just in summary, he's chronicled the slow rate of change within our HVAC industry, and citing in particular the compelling need to change vendor-centric, unconnected world of traditional marketing of how we sell products and how we provide services. Ken says that, again, the industry experts that will attend the 17th annual education sessions are that collaboratory community. If you want to see how they think things should get done, how quickly things change when you collaborate, please make sure you put those on your calendars to attend.
Very cool stuff. And we will be covering the collaboratory again this year. We reported it the last 2 years. We'll be doing that again at AHR as well. So, yeah, all you northern geese, come on down. Meet the likes of Big Poppy and Little Poppy from Hupton Systems, the great Scott Cochran from Cochran Supply, probably John Donahue from Controls Consulting. Hey, the gang will probably all be there. So definitely check it out. Come in on that Sunday night. Go to the Control Trends Awards. It's going to be absolutely spectacular. You can walk the next day because you've had such a good time the night before. If you can get out of bed and go to the show, go to the show. If not, go to the show on Tuesday. Just don't miss Sunday night.
Eric, you're being bad today, huh?
I'm telling you, buddy. I'm telling you. All right, buddy, what do we have up next?
All right, next up we have another more serious tone here. Fred Gordy, again, maintaining the emphasis on cyber security, cyber procedures. Fred has become a champion of our industry now, and this is why. He provides us with an ongoing, gentle but relentless overtone of concern, but also of relief, because not only is there, the sky is falling, nobody wants to run around and say that. What we're saying is we have to make a concerted effort to employ measures that protect us from cybersecurity. So Fred's post this week was gateways are not supervisory controllers, but they are a great way into your sites to play off a gateway and great way. Love Fred's his literary artistic merit there. But it's about the Shodan maps. Shodan is again, it's a site that exposes, or it puts a stark visualization of exposed gateways on the internet with information that is an invitation for hacking. So he's basically saying, generically speaking, gateways convert one protocol to the other. He talks about in the BAS world how we go from RS-232 to RS-45 to IP, and more specific, BACnet serial IP. BACnet serial to IP and Modbus serial to IP. So he's talking about different manufacturers that make gateways that don't have inherent measures, and we need to use our expertise and our knowledge that we have to prevent these gateways from showing up on Shodan. So Fred puts in very simple, simplistic ways to protect yourself. Please take a look at these posts, use the information that's given to you free, and you're going to have your first line of defense against cyber attacks and cyber terrorism.
Yeah, if you've been following Control Trends, you know that we've been all over this and how fortunate we are to have Fred Gordy from smartcore.com working with us. Fred is a cybersecurity evangelist. Kenny, I got to tell you, I've talked to, over the last month, I've talked to 3 or 4 major control manufacturers. Believe it or not, some of these guys don't even know what Shodan is. It's kind of scary. So, but to their credit, all 3 of them said that they would be at the cybersecurity summit that we're having in Atlanta next March, where we're going to address cybersecurity issues just vis-a-vis the building automation control systems. And again, Mark Peacock from Linkspring and Fred Gordy from SmartCore are heading that up. We're helping support it in terms of media focus. So it's going to be a great show. And again, not to beat a dead horse, but the horse ain't dead, right? The horse is not dead. As a matter of fact, it's just getting up and starting to kick around. So please check that out. I hope we can get Fred back on next week. And again, many, many thanks to Fred Gordy.
All right, next up was we have our team from DG Lux, Eugene Mazzo and the very, very talented team from DG Logic have made an exciting announcement. The DG Lux 5 is Niagara 4 ready. It's available for download now. So these guys have been haven't been waiting in the lurch. They've been prepared for this, and Niagara 4 has officially been released. And DG5's innovative technology is alongside Tritium's latest and greatest. Yes, that's a fact. DG Lux 5 for Niagara 4 is available for download. And this is an IoT platform that is the finest complement to Niagara 4 yet, providing an enhanced user experience for all of your data visualization needs. DG Lux 5 is an award-winning, fully HTML5 drag-and-drop development platform that allows users to rapidly create stunning, data-driven applications. Exciting features include drag-and-drop workflow, modern visual programming technology, stunning HVAC graphics, and it's mobile responsive, so you can pick it up on all your smart devices. So hats off to DG Logic, hats off to Eugene Mazzo, Dennis, and who else do we have out there?
You got a bunch of them, but they're the men in black, man. The men in black.
These guys are award winners, so I think...
Arthur, Dennis... the whole crew. Eugene Mazzo, classy gentleman, and they do some great work. So that's good to hear, man. It seems like, Niagara 4 is really getting roots with the peripheral devices as well, and software as well. So congratulations.
Well, that was a major concern. Some of the third-party drivers and applications, because everyone knows that Niagara has a large ecosystem. A lot of people take the Niagara framework and they do their own. Got a lot of really smart people out there that can take the Niagara framework and build on it. Create other applications. Well, Niagara 4 is going to require some tweaking, and so the boys from DG Logics were very well prepared, coordinated with Tritium and Niagara, and we're probably the first to release the upgrades and the patches for their application with Niagara 4 to ensure compatibility. Well, Eric, we're at the end of the show. We're going to reiterate that the promotion of the year so far, 2015, is the Siemens ReadyStat 2000. Again, we're going to do a Come Fly With Us promotion. We're going to take those videos sent to controltrends@gmail.com, and we're going to help promote and establish, probably a precedent marketing program to help, these new products get into the right hands, get into the right minds, and the sweet spot. We know that the Control Trends community puts a requirement on us to come up with what's new, what's happening, how we can make life easier and better, more efficient, and for contracting. For contractors in the probably the high-end residential.
Yeah, high-end residential, commercial.
The light commercial,
yeah.
The light commercial or the medium building. They have a thing with the Main Street. And the picture of Main Street, in my mind, is all your 2- and 3-story professional buildings, your arcades, your plazas, your strip malls. And this is where that thermostat is going to make its. It's going to take its share of the market.
Well, I agree. I think it's another entry to the race to the small space, as we've talked about in the past. And congratulations again. Controls Group North America is a great group, Kenny, because they really talk about the concept of synergy, working together. And you got some of the greatest minds, some of the greatest distributors. So to get this and Siemens to align with this, it's going to be really interesting to see how this program works. But the stat is something that Kenny and I can wholeheartedly recommend. Be sure to sign up to get your application updates. But this is a stat you can put in and grow with. So it's going to be some exciting times. And check the video out. Please participate in the promotion. Everybody's got applications for this thermostat. Let's get it out there. And look forward to seeing your guys' videos. As you do the applications, please send your videos in. If you need any help with that, just contact me or Kenny. We'll help you set that up. But that's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun to just see all the different creative applications with that stat because it's such a flexible thermostat. It'll be really interesting to see what people come up with.
Plus, it's been quite a while since the manufacturer has given sweat equity is rewarded with a little bit of a reward, a $25 reward. So that thermostat then is going to cost you $25.
Thermostat. Yeah, that's like getting 20% back on it. It's unbelievable.
One final thing I think to mention about those kits is these are individually packaged components. So if you need 90% of the kit, but you don't need one of the spot sensors or return sensors, whatever, that can go right on the shelf. So you're not losing stuff. It's not in bulk pack where some of the other kits in the past was like you had at the end of the year, at the end of 2 years, you had yourself like a little box full of miscellaneous parts that you couldn't sell because they didn't have instruction sheets or whatever. So Siemens did some good deep thinking on that. They made sure that everything was individually packaged so that you could, if you robbed a kit or whatever, you weren't holding an incomplete set of controls. I
think the other thing about too, Kenny, is Siemens has really attractive looking sensors. I mean, they're something you'd be proud to put on your wall, and they're good looking sensors. And of course, the last thing we'll say, we'll reiterate this again. That system has worked with the Talon and the branch system for so long. It was not available through any place but the branch. Is now available through distribution. So you can check your CGNA distributors out for that as well. All right, Kenny Smyers. Well, with that, man, hopefully you're gonna take a little time off this afternoon. I know you've been working hard up in New York. Anything fun planned this afternoon, or is it back to work?
Oh no, I'm not gonna take it now. You know how you get the 1 day over, so you take advantage of your time somewhere. So yes, we got some things planned, and New York is a fabulous city. The weather here, I wonder if people love this place. There's so much going on. There's so many things to see. It's very historic. The One World Trade Center. It's probably worth pretty good to see that.
Well, good deal. Well, listen. With that, we're gonna wrap it up here. My name's Eric Stromquist. You've been listening to a truncated version of Control Talk now, the Smart Builders videocast and podcast for the weekend on September 6th, 2015. I have been joined, as usual, by the man, the myth, the legend, the one, the only Kenny Smyers, a.k.a. Tell us about the boy from New York City. And special thanks to our friend S.K. Fu from EasyIO. And with that, Kenny Smyers, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. So remember, stay in control.
Indeed, Eric.
Indeed, Kenny Smyers.